people that have tried to return here, rent that used to be like $200-300, like for a little studio in the quarter, has went up to $800 to $900.
How could they can't afford it?
And a lot of these people, they want people to come back here to the city, but a lot of people have moved on.
Yeah.
I got a lot of friends that are in Houston. They found better schools for their kids. They've getting all kind of assistance and things like that to restart their own
hospitals, right? Clean apartments.
There should be no way that we should be down here. What was it on the news this past weekend? That all of our hospitals are full and that it takes about 12 to 24 hours.
Yeah, I saw that actually in the Times-Picayune too.
But we have, what, 100, or is it a 200-bed capacity hospital that's just sitting there?
Yeah, actually,
Charity
I think
hospital.
one of the things that they said in the article in the Times-Picayune is that the wait time at the hospital is equal to the drive time to Houston.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think they said Dallas.
Oh, okay. So you could drive to Dallas, get treated, and come back in less time than it takes to go to the local hospital.
And the main clinic that everyone went to, because you got to realize is that New Orleans it's a poor city, but it's not a poor city because there's money here. There's a lot of money that comes here because
and a lot of tourist money, yeah,
everywhere. But we all know where the money goes to, the fat cats and taxing everybody. But hey, that's something completely just
that's not a New Orleans or a Katrina thing.
But the thing is my number one concern is that those of us who did pay taxes, we got screwed, royally. Why am I waiting a year and a half later to get a response from the SBA, and you had people that was getting $20,000, $40,000 loans and getting sex changes and everything else, and telling everybody else who actually paid in the SBA our tax dollars, like,
I can understand how frustrating it is. You know, it's not even like you begrudge somebody else something, but this amount of time for you to still be sitting here under a roof and with your trailers in the back, that's not okay. Because where are the priorities?
You can't change this city. You can't change the city. This is just how things work. It's here.
Yeah.
You know, you take it as it is and you move on. It's sad to say, but there's a lot of people that,
are not going to come back.
They're like, screw this city.
Yeah.
But yet they kept saying, people come back, and then now the crime rate is just, it was already bad before the storm. Every night you wake up and look at the TV, and there's like 2 or 3 more people that's dead,
Yeah, it seems like artsy.
It's ridiculous. It's crazy.
No.
It's crazy, but what can you do?
Yeah.
What can you do?
It's a strange kind of a town, but I mean, it must be hard. It must be hard to live here, especially from your perspective. But it's got a lot of appeal from my perspective. It's so unique.
That's what you fall in love with.
Yeah. I got to admit that you're exactly correct.
From when people come down here, they view from here to here, from here to here. That's all they see. The French Quarter.
Yeah, I got it.
That's the city. And they don't see everything else that's branched out, like, going to the projects, going to the Ninth Ward, and seeing that it looks like a war zone.
Yeah.
Through there. It's crazy, but one thing I am glad for is that 90% of the businesses have reopened in the French Quarter, but this is what makes the city money.
Yeah, and that's like almost like having oil.
Yeah, that's your bread and butter.
That's your bread and butter right there.
City.
And one thing that people have been telling me that is probably important for other viewers, the French Quarter was almost untouched. There are a lot of problems today with it, but it's all coming back. We've been walking around today.
They're always gonna preserve. The French Quarter is always going to be preserved during a natural storm. It always
because it's high ground, yeah.
It's higher ground. Your deepest point is, I think they were saying like Carondelet and Canal is like the lowest point of the city. But even when I walked down Rampart Street, which was up here, you had a little bit of water, which was about, right here, but
wasn't very much at all.
No. And then you had the stupid looters.
Yeah.
That was just nuts. I mean, people were stealing things like TVs. There's miles before you can even plug it up. You know,
what are you gonna plug your TV into?
Everybody suffered, and now people are really suffering because nobody wants to honor insurance policies.